Welcome back to Campus 101, and I'm still your host, Joan Misik, and today we were talking to Bernard about relationships. So during this time, we are going to talk about the toxic relationships, right? So let's start here. The toxic relationship between lecturers and students. We find that there are those students who solicit for grades, sexually transmitted. You call it? What do you call it?
Sexually transmitted grades.
Yes, yes.
Or else sexually transmitted marks.
Yes. Does it happen?
They do, though in a rare occasion. Students who do this mostly are students who lazy around. Of course, not. Let me try and be biased.
Okay.
It is rampant mostly with our ladies. Yeah, that
Really?
our ladies are fond of missing classes.
Okay.
A lady, wants things on a softer way. You get that? So this lady is not going to come to class. So what the lady is going to do, she's going to establish first that rapport with the lecturer. Then the lady is going to try to seduce the lecturer into falling prey to her. You get that? Then this happens when at some point you find ladies proposing this to lecturers, not verbally, but with their dress code.
Really?
Yeah.
How is that?
We are fond of talking of micro mini, but there's, I don't know how do you call this, which one is more than micro mini. Shorter than a micro mini for this case.
Okay, let's just call them minis.
Minis, yeah. This lady now, knowing that I'm that lazy, classes are not my things, exams are not my things. What I do, I'll go to a salon, get my makeup, my hair done, look nice, impressive. Get my image done well, dress well, that mini. Then go to class, occupy the front seat. You get that? Okay. Then sit in a way that suggests, an angle that suggests.
Really?
That lecturer, male lecturer, is not going to be comfortable. Of course, he's human too. You get that? Knowing that this lady is suggesting, if that lecturer is not from that parental figure, that he can see the lady as his daughter, his own daughter, okay, of course he's going to make a step.
But really, can someone just dress in a mini for class? I want to look good for myself, even if I want to sit at the front row.
Right. Dressing in a mini, you don't have problem with that. We live in a world that people make choice of what they're going to dress on. People say, dress my choice. You get that? So at this point, while exercising your freedom, there's some things you do. Your freedom should not infringe on other people's rights. Okay. You get that? We have emotional rights and other rights. When you come wearing a top where all of your boobs are exposed,
right,
your thighs are much exposed, what does that suggest? Is it genuine? Of course not. You get that?
Okay, but let's not dwell on that so much. But is there a situation where the students meet the lecturers outside the school confines?
Yeah.
Talking about lifestyle.
The other day, I was talking to a female lady, of course, in our university, and she was telling me she has a friend where she likes raving, what the campus guys call raving, going out, drinking, clubbing, and stuff. So we have this lecturer who teaches them. Then at the end of the course, we have some kind of project, doing some project. So you are given a lecturer to supervise your projects. So this lecturer, while supervising you, or you have to look for the lecturer to come and supervise your work, call him or her to come and supervise your work. Mostly they are male. So this lecturer making his supervisions on you, he'll propose to you. You get that?
Propose?
Yeah.
Like a marriage
like
proposal?
Not marriage,
or, okay,
a relationship proposal. You get that?
Right.
Then afterwards, a lady will give you, knowing that I haven't done this research in a good way. This giving in means getting marks. You get that? So a lecturer calls you, I'm at a certain hotel, can you come over? The lady cannot hesitate, because at the end of the day, this lady is looking for results. You get that?
Right.
So the desperation for results over laziness is what makes ladies to do that.
Right.
It happens.
It happens. So other than sexually transmitted grades, is there a possibility that the lecturer might want something else in return that's not sex? Let's say this lecturer drinks a lot, tells you, you want your project marks? Let me buy me a bottle of
Beer.
whatever. Yes.
A lecturer is paid. For a female or a male person, maybe for male, they're always strict on us. That's the disadvantageous part of us in university. Male are strict on us. I mean, everyone is strict on male, strict, very strict. So with ladies, I mean, a lecturer cannot tell a lady, just get me some bottle of beer, whiskey, then I give you the marks. This guy is basically do the sexual thing.
Okay.
Simply sexual.
But as you said, we're in campus, we're no longer in high school, we are adults. So in campus, people know what they want. Is it wrong for me to be friends with a lecturer? Will people think that this is a sexually transmitted situation we are doing here?
People differ with their mentality.
Okay.
How I'm going to perceive your relationship with the lecturer is not the same way a fellow is going to perceive that. You get that? So when you have this lecturer, the friendship between you and the lecturer, no one is going to doubt the friendship at the first until some fishy behaviors chip in. You get that?
Right.
I mean, you can observe that. I mean, having healthy relationship, we cannot this is healthy.
Okay.
Having some toxic relationship, we cannot it's the same.
Does going out to a club setup mean, can it be referred as toxic relationship?
Going out is not going to be a toxic, but it's a two-way thing. It depends.
Okay.
You're going to be toxic when you go to club, and what you do in that club is what is going to make it toxic or not toxic. You get the point?
Okay.
Going to club with your friends, clubbing, having fun, come back to your room, it's very healthy.
Okay.
Going out with that lecturer, of course he's going to buy you drinks, but that lecturer is not your father. You get the point?
Right.
Yeah. So what happens after that?
So during we were talking about the lecturers and students, but just at this time, let us talk about is there a situation where lecturers hold on to grades, to solicit, an individual to maybe have a relationship with them, sexual relationship?
Yeah, it happens.
It happens.
Very, very much.
Has it happened during your term?
My term, I haven't experienced such a thing, but sources have it that they have been happening.
But how do you handle that? Because
for now, it's very difficult for students to handle that because the legal frameworks to go through are tough. I can come to your office as a dean. I tell you, Dean, I'm facing this problem. A lecturer is holding on my marks, and what the lecturer wants is sexual favors.
Okay.
You get that? The dean will tell you that's so serious. But anyway, can you give us that tangible evidence that this has been going on? Where will you gather the information? That's why the issue is still going on with no rescue. No one is going to handle the issue, the matter, because we do not have the real evidence to show that we had this lecturer doing such and such.
So basically, it's just an
unfortunate
situation
thing.
to happen.
Yeah.
So whatever a student comes to you as a student leader, how will you handle it? Because now we don't have a specific, as you said, framework of how to deal with those kind of situations.
That's a very serious case.
Yes.
Very, very much serious. Presenting the issue to the authorities, as I told you, still needs to be validated. Validated in the sense that you have to support what you are accusing the lecturer of.
Evidence.
That's the point. Having the evidence, you can handle the matter. So when a student comes to me telling me my lecturer is mishandling me, the simple thing I can help is try and pay track of that lecturer. Get that? What you can tell the students, when the lecturer, of course, calls you, you can as well record that lecturer.
Okay.
Secondly, when he texts you, you can preserve the text. You can refer to them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So these days you talk about sponsors a lot. Sometimes maybe the students don't go for the marks. Do you find a situation where someone is just in campus and just wants a lecturer as a sponsor, the older generation? Does it happen?
It happens.
It happens.
Very much.
How so?
The problem is growing with, when you talk of sponsorship, it happens mostly with ladies. You can bear with me. Ladies do that the most.
Really?
Really. Ladies do that the most. With us men, it's very rare to find an old lady being in sexual relationship with that lady. It's a very rare occasion. It happens on rare cases.
But
Maybe
it does
once-
happen.
It does happen, yeah.
Yes.
But on a very
Because
rare
if you're
occasions.
in campus life is very expensive, so to say.
Very, very
if you're a guy and you want to look flashy, at some point someone has to maintain your lifestyle.
Guys looking flashy, it's not a big deal for guys. I can tell
What do
you
you
that.
mean?
Guys do the hustle.
Okay.
You get that? But they don't hustle on ladies. These old ladies, they don't do that. But ladies, they have opted for these old guys. You get that? I was in a certain hotel around here with some meetings with some guys, and to my shock, met a very young lady, very, very young. This lady was a very old Mzungu, trying to make the Mzungu's nails. You get that?
Yes, I get it.
At the end of the day, of course, this Mzungu is going to get some. For you to do that, you must have been given some favors,
Okay.
the cash. You get that? And the cash that just don't come easily. You know?
Yeah, but I believe
get that?
Yes, but
Yeah.
I believe you're being biased because you're
I'm
a
not.
man.
No, I'm not biased.
I'm sure there are instances.
They are. I told
yes.
you. We have situations happening. Guys do that, but on a rare occasion.
Let's
Very
just say
rare.
the guys have not been highlighted more than the
Yeah,
ladies.
that's the point. So, but ladies are on the limelight because they do it the most.
Okay.
You get that? When the population who does a certain vice is so high,
Okay.
we take that gender maybe to be the people who are affected mostly with the vice.
So can you suggest a structure that will help this lecturer-student relationship, basically? What can be done?
Mostly, we can talk of, we cannot borrow to morals so much because nowadays no one cares about the morals. You get that? What happens, it's the dignity that watches you.
Okay.
There's some things that you do that no one watches you, but your dignity watches you. At the end of the day, you'll have to be responsible somewhere to someone.
Okay.
You get that?
Yes.
You'll need a family after school. You get that? Being in school, you're meant to inculcate the culture of hard work.
Okay.
You get that?
Yeah.
Working hard in school, outside school, of course, you'll still work hard. Then venturing into these sponsors mean it's basically laziness.
Okay.
You get that?
Yeah.
You'll not even try working hard to get things on your own.
Okay.
So you'll be depending on someone to feed you, someone to dress you up, someone to pay your bills.
Okay.
You get that?
Yes.
Yes.
So basically,
hard work,
diligence,
yeah,
and
that's the point.
dignity.
The focus.
Okay. Thank you very much, Basil.
Thank you.
you for coming to the show.
Thank
We
you.
hope to see you next time.
Thank you.
So thank you, viewers. That was Basil speaking to us about relationships, basically lecturers and the students. Keep it 101 for the next session. I've been your host, Joan Misik. Thank you. Goodbye.